Turn around, there's somebody sleeping in the tent behind me. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are staying in a bivvy tent and we have a tarp over the top to protect from the rain. It might be quite uncomfortable tonight, but we'll see how it goes. It's my first time using a bivvy tent. Last time I used a hammock tent, which you'll see tagged at the end of the video. Yeah, let's see how it's go. We're just trying to find a comfortable spot now. There's so many trees around, but it's just trying to find the right spot, which is going to be completely flat and well sheltered. It's a bit alarming when you see fallen branches like this fallen from the trees. Could easily fall on you in the night. So I think I've found a really good spot here. This area here is quite good. You've got a couple of trees around here, and this space right here is really good. It's quite flat as well. I might need to move some twigs out of the way for underneath the tent. But the path is just over there, so people are quite far away, which is really good. So it should be quite quiet. I'm hoping with it being metal, they'll eventually just flex and bend and probably stay in the same position for a while. And hopefully don't flex back too much. That top one was a lot easier compared to the bottom one setting up. Right then, we are all set up. That's looking really good, to be honest. I'm going to give you a tour. So this is a tent fully set up. We've got the tarp over the top. So I'm hoping it does keep the rain off in the night, but the tent will do it anyway if it wasn't there in the first place. But I'm thinking it looks really good. It's not bad. Got this log here as well. I'm going to be cooking later, so I might sit on there when I'm cooking. But yeah, it's looking really good. So inside, this is by Trespass, this tent. $57.99 it costs on Amazon. You'll be able to find it. I'll put the links in the description below. So this is a sleeping bag I'm using. I can't pronounce the name at all, but we've got Trinordic for the sleeping mat as well, and then there's also a ground sheet underneath just to protect the tent a little bit more, as there's sticks and like bramble as well at the bottom. As you see, bramble, just thorns and all that, which could pierce the bottom of the tent, and I don't want that. And it is quite a tough material at the bottom, but I don't want to risk it just in case. So I bought a ground sheet just to protect it a little bit more. Got to protect your gear, you know, with it being it's not too expensive, but you know, you don't want to break stuff, especially with being first time using it. If I were using it for like a couple of years or so, then I'm not too bothered. I'll just buy something new. So I'd say one of the only issues with this area is it's next to a dirt track. So you've got this track here where bikes go through, so it's quite a busy area, and that's the tent there. There's also a footpath over there as well where people are walking, so it can get quite loud. The sun is setting now, so it should be getting quite quiet, and hopefully no one passes through, especially at the night time as well. Don't want anyone passing through on night time. That'd be creepy. So this is quite cool. There's like a building, or at least half of one. I don't even know what it is. It's like these stone objects in a big pit. That's strange. You know what though, this would be a really good spot for a camp. If you had the tarp going across on each four corners and then your tent down there, that's a really good spot. Finding new stuff in this area. Oh, you never know, it could be a place where they do like witchcraft and that, so, and potentially sacrifices. So if I go missing and this is my last video, then yeah, thanks for watching guys, and if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I mean, if I was sacrificed, it wouldn't really matter anymore because I wouldn't be making any more films. But yeah, thanks guys, thank you for being there. Yeah, it's really a really creepy spot. I keep finding creepy spots. This is not good. And there's my tent over there, if you can spot it there. It's right where my finger is. That's the tarp going across there, and then the tent just below there. So you can hardly see it from here, which isn't bad. The tarp blends in with the trees, which is really cool because it's the same colour. but the tent is bright, like the tent is like a dark green, so if I were to camp around here it would blend in really well, but obviously with it being thorns it just goes straight through the tent. So I think with it dropping a little bit darker now, I might put some food on. It's only eggs and bacon, the most simple thing you can have. I didn't bring any like bread or anything, so it's quite a simple made tea tonight. I need to get used to like packing like pots of like, you know, spices and maybe some chicken next time. Might do some like chicken wraps or something, but I need to get used to that. With it being like the first like couple of times now doing camping, especially on my own, it's quite a challenge, and it's quite a weird thing to do, especially being on your own. It's so strange in the wild. And then there's people as well walking around, because it's like a country park. So yeah, it's a very strange atmosphere at times, especially when you go when you go to the toilet in the night and you've got your lantern and you're just walking around and all you can see is the silhouettes of the trees. Now that is just creepy. I mean, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Usually I'm just straight out, go to the toilet, go back into the tent, disappear, go to sleep straight away, as quickly as possible, get in the tent, you know, as quickly as possible, away from the monsters in the woods. But I'll tell you what, I'll do it tonight. I'll show you. I will show you just how creepy it looks with the lantern on, and I'll film it, and you'll see for yourself just how creepy it is being on your own. You never know, it might encourage you to want to try it out for yourself and face your fears, you know. This is what this challenge is, this channel is about. This channel is about like facing your fears, getting out of your comfort zone, you know, going into the world, venturing unbound, you know, pushing yourself further and getting past those sort of like fears, anxieties and all that, and pushing yourself further, and you can do the same. So let's do it together. So it's getting a little bit dark now. I've got my cooking equipment here. I've got my pan as well, and some eggs and some bacon. I've got my olive oil and a lighter as well to start this off. Got a man passing through with 2 dogs, and they've got bells on their collars, so they sound like reindeers walking through the woods. That's somewhere we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go to Finland, or like Sweden, and go to like Lapland or something and see like all the reindeers and that and the snow. I think that'd be really cool. So this is still heating up. It takes a little bit of time. I have tried it at home. It's really cool though when it starts up. It's like a furnace. So tonight the temperature is 12 degrees Celsius, so it's not too cold. It's quite mild, especially for February. Like, it's really good. So it's not going to make a massive difference, but I'm hoping with this tent, especially with it being a bivvy tent as well, with it being quite a small space, it should get warm quite quick. I've heard online that the trespass tents, they do get quite a lot of moisture inside, so it might get quite damp. So what I might do is just open a little bit of the tent, just to let a little bit of air out, just to help it with the condensation. So that should be fine. I mean, just look at that view from where I'm sat. A nice warm fire going. Did you hear that? That was an owl. Hopefully we're going to hear some owls tonight. That was cool. Wonder where it is. Don't know why I didn't spot this before. There was a little tree stump I should have used, and I'm using that now. And it's actually balancing a lot better with it being on top of the tree stump, so I'm using it here now. So that's sizzling away now. So this is cooking quite well, to be fair. It's browning up a little bit. Smells good. Almost there with this one. So it is almost there, but I should have brought some extra fuel, I think, for next time, because it is almost running out, so not doing too good. Look at this. So this is my food tonight. It doesn't look very appetizing. It's just scrambled egg and bacon. I've got my lantern out now. I've put it on the lowest setting just to keep it a little bit darker so my eyes can keep adjusted, but it is starting to drop dark now. All gone. That was actually really good. I'm quite full now, so I didn't need to bring any bread or anything. That was really good. There's some birds chirping over here, a little bit further away from the tent. They're settling down for the night. Oh, owl. Don't know if you see it there. It's in the trees. You might be able to see its eyes with a reflection. Oh wow. That's incredible. Oh wow. It's just flown over there. That's amazing. I've never seen an owl like that in the wild. That is cool. Like, I've held an owl before, like when you see them at events with all the birds that you can just like hold with a little mitten thing. Wow, that was cool. Hopefully you could see that on the camera. That's so cool, but it's just dropping so dark now, it's hard to see anything. Like, I'm having to use my camera on a torch, so yeah, that was so cool. Wow, that was amazing. I think we're in a good spot. So I did say that I'd show you what it looks like in the dark. This is what it's like when it's pitch black. This is what it's like when it's the lantern on. And it's very creepy. Like, when you need to go to the toilet in the night, it's so spooky. Like, you just see a random tree just dotted there, and it's so like, whoa. It's like a person stood there, but yeah, it's quite a creepy feeling when it's dark like this. But yeah, it's looking quite good now. I think I'm gonna go in the tent and get settled for the night. So yeah, see you in a bit. Just felt this tickle on my hand. Hello. Come on the tree, little fella. There we go. So this is what it looks like inside the tent. Now, there's not a lot of room at the bottom really for your legs at all, but it's okay for tonight. It's only a one-man bivvy tent, so it's to be expected. The only problem I have with it is this roof does kind of sink towards you. There's not a lot of room really. There's nothing holding that up either. I don't know if there's a hook outside. I'll have to check that. See if there's a hook to maybe like attach some like guy line or something and attach it to a tree to lift it up maybe. That might help. But this is how much headroom you've got. You've got another like head distance from the ceiling. You also have this hook here that you can attach another light, like a small light. I obviously can't put my lantern on that. It's too big and it would hit me on the head in the night, but it's not too bad. The only problem I've seen online about trespass bivvy tents like this one is they get a lot of moisture like when you're in them. So I might just leave this zip open just a little bit to let a bit of that moisture out and that condensation, and hopefully it won't be that bad in the morning. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna get some sleep now and test it out, see how it goes, see if I get some sleep. Last time when I was in the hammock tent, I only had about 2 hours sleep. That wasn't the best night ever really. But we'll see how this one goes. It's not a hammock tent, it's a lay flat, you know, on the ground tent. So we'll see how it goes, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. Turn around, there's somebody sleeping in the tent behind me. There. No, go to the tent. Right there, bro. Hello? I told you it's bumping it somewhere to a rock really good. Oh, come here, boys, together. Come together. Yeah, but I don't want the guy to feel threatened at all, do you know what I mean? Yeah, leave him to it, mate, let's go. He's got a body cut, look, he's got a trail cam there, look. What do you mean? A trail cam? Look on the tree, look at animals and shit. You alright?
Oh, sorry, we just stumbled the fucking mate, my bad.
No, it's alright, no worries. I'm camping, lads.
You're doing okay though?
I'll tell you what, if you go down that way, there's like a bit of a ditch.
Is there?
Yeah.
Like a bit of a straight, I think.
Just keep going, there's like a, it looks like a building or something.
Oh, okay.
Just have a look at it.
Oh, thank you
It's like
very
a
much.
circular brick sort of thing. No, there's no worries, man.
Good man.
Alright, see you later.
So I've just been woken up by some lads walking through the woods with a torch. They shined it on my tent. They've gone over down to where the circular brick thing was. The young lads anyway, probably in the 20s. Should be fine. Startled me a bit. I was like, whoa, who are you? You know, sort of thing. They didn't come up to the tent. They were about 20 feet away, but still. And it's dark like this and there's no one about. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But yeah, they're just over there now. They've got the torches going, so yeah, a bit weird, but in a strange sense, it's kind of nice that people are here. Even though I don't want people here, it's they seem friendly enough. They seemed they were quite apologetic. They were like, really sorry for waking you up. You know, I was like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, see you later. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna try and well, I don't know, it might take me a while to nod off now that people are around, even though they're alright, they seem alright. And it's freezing tonight, really cold. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. And another thing that kept me up last night wasn't the lads, it was the tent itself. Now, with it being a bivvy tent, it's a small amount of space. Water can gather because of condensation, and I had that issue last night. And with it being a trespass tent as well, I've read reviews online and apparently it's really bad for getting like loads of condensation on top of the walls and on the sides of the tent, so on the ceiling of the tent. So it's not the best tent, I'd say. I mean, for around £50 you get what you pay for, I guess. But yeah, it was just on top of the ceiling here, dripping down on me, and I'd move around in my sleeping bag and I'd just get soaked. I can already feel it now, like on my hands, just like water, like condensation. It's not good. It's quite an uncomfortable feeling, to be fair. But what a beautiful morning it is. Got the birds chirping. I could hear owls last night. I saw an owl last night, which was really cool. That was awesome. And also, to be honest, the lads were fine. They were very apologetic when they came through, and I don't think they had any bad intentions. And they were sorry that they disturbed me. So I don't think they were bad people. I think they were just trying to find somewhere fun. They're probably young lads in their early 20s, just trying to have a bit of fun in the woods at 11 in the night. But yeah, we all have our hobbies, I guess. But yeah, I've started packing up already. I've already packed away the tarp, which I didn't have to use anyway because it wasn't raining. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. And if you want to see future videos like this, and hopefully that they aren't as scary as people walking through in the middle of the night. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.